Simpson getting a little R&R in Florida. He was spotted yesterday on a Panama City golf course with girlfriend Paula Barbieri looking on. Simpson worked his way through the course, stopping to pose for photographs and sign autographs along the way. Meanwhile, a juror who thinks Simpson is guilty is explaining why she didn't vote for a conviction. Greg Lamont has her story.
Ann Aschenbach thinks O.J. Simpson committed murder.
Well, who else? She wasn't a gang member. She apparently wasn't running drugs.
What makes her special is that she was one of the 12 jurors who found Simpson not guilty. For the first time since the verdict, Aschenbach met with another former juror, Francine Florio Bunton, who was released from the panel because she allegedly was making a book deal. The two have become friends. Florio Bunton also thinks Simpson is guilty. Aschenbach says she went into the deliberating room and during a secret ballot voted Simpson guilty.
But with no other juror being able to give me more faith in the evidence that was presented, physical evidence, there was nothing else that I could really argue about genuinely to change the verdict.
Aschenbach said her problem was having faith in the physical evidence, that being the blood the prosecution said linked Simpson to the killings. Her lack of faith was based on Detective Mark Furman.
I think he's probably hateful enough to want to do something to a black celebrity.
Aschenbach said she didn't trust the defense lawyers and thought they engaged in courtroom theatrics, but the bottom line, she said, was they did what they were supposed to do, raise reasonable doubt.
But as we sit here today, in your heart, you think you did it?
I do. I think he probably did it. And that's the pits. Now, I don't know how many other jurors think that way. I haven't heard any others say that. That's just my take.
Describe your feelings the day of the verdict.
I was probably at my lowest. I was probably more depressed. I thought all the months, all the money, this case not being resolved, thinking of the Goldmans, the Browns. I was at a real low ebb on that day.
Aschenbach says she has cried since verdict day and wants to get as far away from the case as possible. How does she resolve the feelings she has that Simpson is guilty with her not guilty vote?
We really aren't the final judge of our fellow man either. I mean, if he's done this crime, somehow he's going to do the time. I hate to sound like Johnny Cochran and start with the poetry here, but at some point, if he's done this, he'll pay the price. And I know that in my heart.
Greg Lamont, CNN, Los Angeles.